everybody, and welcome back to Strange Antiquities, beginning of day 9, Friday. Now, we are going to start off by solving one of these clues. I still have no idea for this one, and I think if I'm still stuck on this by the end of this episode, I may go and look it up. We shall see. But for now, let's go have a look at this one, because it'll be the first time we're going into the catacombs, however you want to say it. And I believe we're looking for a gravestone looking like this. So I think this one up here is the closest. I squeeze through a partially collapsed passageway and emerge into a small chamber. Glinting in the flickering torchlight, I catch sight of a pendant draped across an old gravestone. Ooh, more grave robbing. Okay. Now, I did partially organise this stuff. It's not alphabetically organised or anything. It's just labelled and unlabelled and then separated by whether it's a statuesque type thing or a pendant. These are unlabelled. And then these ones are unlabelled here. And I've kept the mugs together because they're all similar things. Oh, you're up there for some reason. So, that's odd. Jupiter isn't there. Hopefully he'll come back soon. Constance Bader. My awakening ceremony takes place at the convent tomorrow. I will need a talon. Amphibian talon. Okay. The League of the Amphibian Heart uses these items as part of its grim initiation rite. They guard their secrets closely, but it is said that they worship the ancient nameless gods, communing with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of a talon hard against their cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. They perform this act nightly for 49 days, 7 sevens, after which the scar will forever mark them. Okay. Let's see, nameless gods, broken path. Let's have a look at the index. Doesn't seem to be. So, something that will mark their face. Okay, so I had to go and solve that first. Took me a little bit, but I figured it out. The bedroom looks like it hasn't been used for some time. A thin layer of dust coats the furnishings and cobwebs decorate every corner. Pulling back the thin curtains lets some light in, but more importantly, they reveal a macabre item that's been hiding on the windowsill all this time. Ah, here we go. Perfect. This is what we needed. Going to double check Amphibian talon. And I'll pop you with the other completely creepy item. Ah, Simone. Oh, where's Jupiter today? I don't know. I always look forward to coming in to say hello to him. I've been working my way through the journal, but it's heavy going. I keep coming back to this series of sketches. Does this mean anything to you? Could it relate to the plinths? Oh, okay. Thank you. Put all my maps out just in case I need them. Ah, Bonnie, you're back again. I've come back for that Corvin's Might, and I'm not taking no for an answer this time. I want a Corvin's Might. Either you give it to me or you'll never see your cat. Jupiter? How dare you! Take it to the woods behind Calgarth. to go or not to go right away? We'll go in a minute. I've got my job to do, but we'll come get you, Jupiter, soon, I promise. Wyatt Collings. I think I've been cursed. 2 weeks ago, I was quietly minding my own business in the guilty realm when a stranger came up to me. He handed me a book titled The Changes of Dr. Learn Moss before leaving. Something about it intrigued me enough to take it home with me. Bad idea, but whatever. Ever since I read the first page, I have been having terrible nightmares and they're getting worse. I spoke to Dr. Robertson and she sent me here. Let's have a quick look at the Book of Curses. Are you blue? I don't think so. So... Noctic Sight? Let's see. Moonstone Guardian, these take... Okay, don't think we've labelled one. Yes! It's a comforting guardian. Yay! Moonstone Guardian. Okay, let's pop you over here. Give you a quick label. I'm gonna leave it there. I have misspelled Guardian, but I can't be bothered to recheck. Ah, Verona. There's not much that can unsettle me these days, but I found something at Calgarth Hall that I'd rather I hadn't. In the cellar where they found those two poor girls, I came across a bubbling black mess that was oozing from the rock itself. Oh dear. Seems there's a sickness in Undermere. It's in the earth and the water, and it's spreading. I suppose it falls to me to find out where it's coming from. As usual, Verona. If it's underground, then underground's where I'll start. I'll see if I can find anything in the catacombs. I realise now that I've been a little careless. I've been getting headaches. Verona, no! I won't go into the catacombs without a sextrum. Let's see. Protects against insanity in all forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. The only thing in this shop that has insanity on it is this one. Yeah. We'll keep it over here. We'll put it in red. Even though I think it's positive, but... Okay. Let's go deal with the person who stole my cat. In the woods behind Calgarth. 25. That's close enough, says a voice from the shadows. Give me the Corvin's might and I'll return your cat. I peer into the gloom, but I can't see anyone amongst the trees. I hesitate. I should give her what she wants, but then again, I am a thaumaturge. I don't always have to do what people want. Perhaps there's a better way to find out where Jupiter is. A diverging hook. Goodness. Decisions. A diverging hook is a way to carve thoughts from the mind of another. If done with skill, the third party may have no realization that the thought was ever there at all. But it is all too easy to leave a mind in disarray. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track of. They have a single gemstone from each of the 3 thalmic branches. So, Selenic of the moon, Dradic of... So we want a celestial, so 1 of the moon, 1 of the earth. Diana is day and night. An individual is mind and body. Oh. Okay. Okay, I went with a diverging hook. Took me a while to figure out which one it was, but let's hope it's the right choice. I focus my attention on the diverging hook, searching the woman's mind hurriedly for any thought relating to Jupiter. It doesn't take long for her to realise that something is wrong. She steps up from the shadows with an enraged look on her face and lunges at me, causing me to slice wildly with the diverging hook. Her feelings of anger flow through the hook into me and scatter. She stumbles forward, confused now, and I try again, this time latching onto a swirling image of Jupiter's face, and I cut once more. I learn instantly that Jupiter is safely stowed aboard the Mary's Bell, and I back away uncertainly, feeling a complex mixture of anger and pity at the now placid woman in front of me. Oh, I hope she's alright. But don't steal my cat. Should I go to Mary's Bell and see, can I go get him? Or will he just come back to me? The Mary's Bell is an old paddle steamer that hasn't been in working condition for many years. There is nobody aboard, or nobody that I can see at least, so I climb over the railing and start peering through grimy windows. As I approach the far side of the boat, I hear a desperate crying coming from behind a windowless door. I try the handle and it opens to reveal an unimpressed cat with mismatched eyes. Jupiter! He springs from his prison into my arms. I hold him tight to my chest and he rubs my chin with the back of his head, purring with delight. Oh, Jupiter. It's alright. I'm here. Alright. Well, that was a wild ride. He tried to use the diverging hook on his partner as he had done on himself, but he could find no part of him that had not been taken over by the infection. His partner's hand ripped at the satchel, tearing it open and sending the black casket tumbling out. Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbour bears a cross of stone. Oh, that's another catacomb one. Let's go have a quick peek. So we want markless one. And it needs to be below a moon. This one doesn't have a mark and it does have a cross, but there's no moon below it. Anything else that's markless? There's this one. This one does have a cross and there is a moon above it. So, yeah. I find the blank tombstone without too much trouble, but there's nothing else here. Feeling foolish, I begin to make my way back to the surface when suddenly I see it, tucked away in a natural crack in the rock wall. A stone totem. This is what I came for. Delightful. Let's pop you over with my other unlabeled stuff. Nice and safe, Jupiter. Catherine Walpole. Wapple? I've travelled a long way searching for an eye of the forest. I have read stories of the Dreyer of old who would hunt in partnership with an eagle, seeing what they see soaring on the wind. I intend to rekindle this lost custom. Perhaps you know something about it. Eye of Sun. Did I think I've labelled that. Let's have a quick look. Known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Cernunnos himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Cernunnos are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. So let's double check Cernunnos. Perhaps this is an eye? We do have something similar. Quickly see lead heart. There's no image. I'm going to try this as an eye. Yes. Again, I really should check gemstones, but it was so similar that I had to go with it. And we'll pop it up here with my other labelled stuff. Ah, David. I was expecting to talk with Verona Green this morning, but she wasn't at home. Unusual for her. I hope she's okay. I hope she is too, David. If you can spare the time, we'd appreciate your help. Something unusual in our house. You can't miss us with the only detached on Ruskin. Warmest regards, Miss R. Bream. I'll come over later. Grenville Pierce. My father's sword has a space in the hilt where a shimmer would go, but he sold it to buy whiskey a long time ago. For whatever reason, he never did sell the sword itself. I want to restore it to its former glory. Shimmer. These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chestplate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Sutherfell of 1356. Looks potentially like a pendant. Yeah, don't do what I do and not check things constantly. But I'll be honest, I'm fairly confident in certain things I pick. Go over there. Freddie Lamb. I work in the steel mill in Keswick, and I don't think there's one of us that hasn't suffered a nasty burn. Do you have anything that can protect against that sort of thing? Okay, I'm gonna have to possibly do a bit of reading, but I'll be back once I figure out what they want. A Cyrene ward, made from basilisk scales, a material known to endure intense heat. These unusual objects can permit the bearer to withstand fire and flame and remain unharmed. They do not, however, offer protection against the deadly basilisk itself. Now, this has scales. And then it has 2 gemstones. Black gemstone and orange gemstone. And here I'm actually going to do what I keep telling myself to do. I believe it's an amber. And then there's a black one. Obsidian, yeah. Confidently going to go with this as our Cyrene ward. Thanks. My wife will be relieved. I found this down the side of the counter just now while I was waiting. I don't know if it's anything important or not. Aha! Okay, let's quickly... do that. And pop this with my other ones, and we'll have a look at it after we finish my clues for the day. Audrey Bell. Hello, welcome back. Judgment is coming. We worship the warrior not out of love, but because he is powerful. Okay, because he demands our fear. What use is a god that you are not afraid of? Those of us who have reached Holgar's teaching have known about the prophecy for a long time, and now the casket will finally be opened. Right, you're just a touch creepy. It contains his final lesson for those who will not kneel. It contains his retribution against the sinful. It contains his divine rage. My preparations are underway to celebrate his wrath and prove our devotion. For now, a veiled fen is all I require. You are seriously creepy. Veiled fen. A veiled fen is brightly coloured in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. They can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for charisma. Brightly coloured in the light, but clouds over. Let's try that one. Brightly coloured in the light, but cloud over. There's another one that... You're still really bright. So unless I'm doing this wrong. Bright in the light, but clouds over after a short period in total darkness. Oh, I forgot to label this. I'm going to go back and double check what one that is. Well, I can't think of anything else that's bright. Aha, there you go. Found it. Okay, let's start a new... Also just gonna double quickly try and remember what that was. Ah, Valent, that's it. Alright, let's go deal with our request, and then we'll come back and we will have a look at these. So, on Ruskin. Ruskin Guild, White Princess Street. Ruskin Street, only detached. I am greeted by a tired-looking middle-aged woman who immediately offers me tea. I gratefully accept, enjoying the social ritual before we meander towards the point of my visit. She leads me up the stairs and into the attic. A single small window does little to dispel the gloom, but our eyes slowly adjust. Then we hear the voices. At first I think it's the house creaking in the wind, soft murmuring groans that seem to come from the walls themselves, but then I start to feel as if a conversation is happening, too quiet to make any sense of. Oh, we need a... something that will... make it louder? Do we have anything like that? Oh, goodness. I don't remember now. Let's grab a hearing charm. That's what I wanted. With the hearing charm, I suddenly find myself able to pick up every small sound without difficulty. The The whispered voices become clearer and my heart beats faster as I hear what they are saying. They are discussing a section of the wall where some of the bricks are loose. Carefully, I pull them away to reveal a small cavity. Inside, to my horror, is a human skull, its dark eyes staring lifelessly back at me. At the insistence of the voices, I reach inside the cavity and my hand closes around an unusual-looking item. Immediately, the voices fall silent and my heightened senses are left with the whooshing of a drumbeat of the blood being pumped around my body. Huh. Okay. Let's pop you up there then. And we're done for the day. So let's have a look at these quickly. So there does seem to be a pattern. And this we'll go from here. So this needs to be here. After the Z, there's this. And then in between this one and that one. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I think that's what this is for. So we'll keep those all together. Alright. We'll end our day, see our clue, and then I think I will stop there for today. The two men fought as the heavens opened and lightning flashed across the night. One man wrestled the casket from the other's grasp and leapt astride his horse, galloping off into the cold, wet darkness. Oh, how fun. Can I solve this super quick? Let's have a quick peek before I do end, just in case. Alright, I suppose we'll leave that for another day, because just looking at the map I can't quite figure out where it is just yet. So, for now, I will leave you all here at the beginning of day 11 Sunday. We've got a little further to go, but our mystery seems to be deepening. And Jupiter's been catnapped, so it's certainly getting more serious. But for now, I will leave you all here and say, see you next time.